It's our good friend Freddie Coleman every Friday here on Big Board Sports. You can listen to Freddie and Fitz 11 to 2 Eastern, Monday to Friday, and we love having Freddie Coleman here on Big Board Sports with us right in this time slot on Friday mornings. Good morning, Freddie Coleman. How are you?
I'm good, Mr. Roger. How are you, my man?
Not too bad, my man. There wasn't a whole lot going on last night, so I did watch Tennessee-Jacksonville, even though it was a tough watch. How much of that game did you pay attention to be honest with you, Freddie?
Once it got to 17-0, I went right back to watching something else because at that point USC California was on. Yep. The basketball game between the Clippers and the Trailblazers were getting close to getting started, and Chicago's playing Boston. And I just wonder how Gus Bradley's going to survive this by the end of the weekend, because it's one thing to lose a game in the division. You know those things are going to happen. But to lose a game like that, even though Thursday Night Football has not been good, and be embarrassed like that, you have to wonder if he's going to have a job by Monday afternoon.
I couldn't agree more. I was thinking the same thing. I watched him being interviewed at halftime as he was going off the field. It was not pretty, and I had the same thought process. I wonder how long he keeps his job, and I don't think it'll be for very much longer, to be honest with you. Freddie, how about the one of the headline games, the regional teams of interest here in the Capital Region? We've got Buffalo at home against New England. The Bills have already beaten the Patriots once, but there was a guy named Tom Brady not at quarterback. Do you give Buffalo a shot at home to beat the Patriots this weekend?
I give them a shot because here's why. Because if you're Buffalo, you have to feel a lot of confidence, even though you don't know what LaShawn McCoy is going to bring to the table. You have to believe you have a chance, especially when this game is going to be at home. But I just can't see it because Tom Brady back on the other side, he's completed over 75% of his passes ever since he got back into the lineup 3 games ago. And we've seen what kind of effect he's had on the offense. But even the defense, even though I think the one flaw of the defense is I worry about their red zone inefficiency. I wonder if that could come back to haunt the Patriots. But other than that, there's just that confidence of, we're going to wreck the league. And it's not just going to be him. It's going to be this football team. It's going to be this organization. And Tom Brady's always been that guy that he wants to have the black hat on his head. He goes into the town, he kidnaps the saloon girl, he shoots the sheriff, and goes about his business. He can't wait to relish to do something like this in Buffalo, especially the last time they were together, the final game he was going to be out, and the Patriots did not look good at all. I can't see Buffalo winning this game, honestly.
Hey, Freddie, Zach here. First of all, we missed you in Bristol this past week. Kind of broke our heart a little bit. We talk every week, and we're unable to connect with you.
Yeah, number one, I was down at a meeting down in New York City with a friend of mine that I could not get out of. And at that standpoint, if I had gotten any inkling you guys were going to be there a little sooner, I'd have told my friend we have to do this some other time. But believe me, I wanted to hang out with you guys and see you guys. So my apologies on that one.
It's all good. Moving on to the Jets game. The Jets, they win last week. Geno goes down. Fitz is now back into the starting lineup. The Jets are on the road in Cleveland. Freddie, in my opinion, I still think Fitzy gives them the best opportunity to win. Do you see them winning this Sunday against the Browns?
Well, they shouldn't lose to them, number one, because the Browns are going to play Josh McCown at quarterback, and he is a backup at best. That's as far as it's going to go. And defensively, they're just a mess in Cleveland. And I'm with you in terms of right now, because you're not going to go to Bryce Petty, and Christian Hackenberg is not ready. But if you're Ryan Fitzpatrick, after what you said last week, you better go out there and you better deliver. You better not throw the ball to the other team. You better not give the Cleveland Browns any belief that they can win their first game of the season, because if that happens, and you're the cause of it. If you thought you got stink-eye before from the Jets organization when they started Geno Smith instead of you, it's really going to be a lot of stink-eye coming your way. And believe me, I understand that he was hurt by the benching, that he felt they should have more faith in him. But, dude, you threw 9 interceptions over a 2-game period. And if they really hated Geno Smith that much, he wouldn't have gotten in a lineup, but they couldn't go with you anymore. So go out there and prove them wrong. Go out there and justify the faith that you believe that they should have had in you and that you have in yourself. But if you go out there and you're completely the Ryan Fitzpatrick we saw after the Buffalo Bills game, and you allow Cleveland to win that ball game, we may be seeing Bryce Petty a lot sooner than later if you're the New York Jets.
Yeah, that's my next point. I mean, look, the Cleveland secondary is young, right? And they are getting torched here by quarterbacks week after week. So I would expect Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Jets to do something similar and to win this game. However, Freddie, if they don't, and Cleveland they've been close in some games, they're not going to lose every single game. They'll win. If they beat the Jets this weekend, or the next time the Jets lose a game and we completely erase them from any playoff picture, don't they have to turn to Bryce Petty and start thinking about next season?
Oh, there's no doubt about that, Roger, because you have to see what you have. That's why they gave Ryan Fitzpatrick only a one-year deal with incentives, because they're not going to give this guy the multi-year deal he wanted and elite quarterback money when he's never played as an elite quarterback in the National Football League consistently. So if you believe that Bryce Petty can be your future, or if he can be a stopgap until Christian Hackenberg is ready, what are you waiting for if you're the Jets? Because if you lose to Cleveland on Sunday, even though I don't think the Jets are going to make the playoffs anyway, if you lose to Cleveland on Sunday, you can forget about the playoffs in 2016. You got to find out who's going to be there for your future, because offensively, they got some pieces there. Matt Forte has shown that he still has some juice in those legs. We know about their wide receivers, even without Eric Decker, Brandon Marshall, also Enunwa. They've been really good for the Jets this season. Why not find out a guy that a lot of people don't know this about him, but Bryce Petty is an athletic freak. He can reverse dunk a basketball. He has great vertical. He has great speed, and he also has the ability to throw the football. He's just learning the pro game, and it's probably taken a lot slower than anybody could have imagined. But Ryan Fitzpatrick is your present now because you have no choice, because Geno Smith is out for the year. But your future is not going to include Ryan Fitzpatrick, and if he plays like we've seen recently, you got to give the ball to Bryce Petty and see what you need to do in the future, whether you keep this guy or you have to go out and get somebody in free agency or maybe in next year's NFL draft.
Yeah, and I'm with you 100% on that, Freddie. Freddie Coleman, he's our guy every Friday in this time slot. We're previewing Week 8 in the NFL, and I'm looking forward to a late Sunday night. I'm not going to bed this time. I went to bed last week. Oh, that 3-3, 6-6, whatever the heck that tie was. Couldn't handle that. But this week, how about Dallas at home to Philadelphia, Freddie? This should be a good one.
I tell you what, no one saw this coming, and the fact that you have these two franchises who have never liked each other and the fan bases have never liked each other, now you got two rookie quarterbacks in this game who are combined 9-3, where you have the first rounder in Carson Wentz of Philly and Dak Prescott on the other side for Dallas. But the one thing that I want people to see in this game, you have two potentially underrated defenses. Philly's defense has really been good so far, and Dallas's defense has been completely surprising, number one, because they're forcing turnovers and they're getting the ball and giving the offense a short field. And number two, Ezekiel Elliott, by running the football effectively behind that offensive line, that defense is not on the field a lot. So now you got both of these rookie quarterbacks who have shown that they have ability beyond their years, at least early on their NFL careers, going up against two defenses that are going to try to force takeaways. I can't wait to see that chess match and how that's going to work. And if this is what we're going to see, maybe the next 10 years, hopefully the next 12 years, that's going to be really good for this division. You got Dak Prescott on one side, and you got Carson Wentz on the other side. If both of those guys continue to play like this and maybe get closer and closer becoming elite quarterbacks 2 or 3 years down the line, I can't even imagine what that's going to be like, not just for these two teams, but for anybody else in the NFC East. I hope it's a great game, because you never know, Roger. We've seen that, hey, all this hype, all this anticipation, and then we get 6-6 between Arizona and Seattle this past Sunday. I don't think we're going to see that, but at the same time, I hope that I think this game will live up to whatever hype is out there about these rookie quarterbacks. I think it's going to be a terrific game on Sunday night between those two.
Freddie, who's making the best case for midseason MVP?
Wow, that's a really good question.
Nothing like putting you on the spot there, Freddie.
Yeah, which is fine. I mean, right now, a case for midseason MVP, the one guy that a lot of people are not talking about that they should, and that guy is Von Miller, the Denver Broncos, who has been the bell cow for that defense. And even when he doesn't get a sack, he creates so much pressure that people have to think about him. I think he should be in consideration for a midseason MVP. You got to put Carson Wentz in that conversation, but my vote right now would be Matthew Stafford of the Detroit Lions, because people wondered, okay, no Calvin Johnson, what is this team going to do? Matthew Stafford's playing better than he's ever had in his NFL career, which is saying something, because he's had a couple of elite seasons, but he's been able to spread the ball around. He's kept his team in games, although I will say this. If you're watching the Detroit Lions game and you have anxiety issues or panic attack issues or heart attack issues, don't watch them, because those games are never over until the final minute. But Matthew Stafford has made a compelling case with no Calvin Johnson, inconsistent running game, and he's gone out there and he's played at an elite level. So if I had to cast a vote right now for a midseason MVP, because Detroit has been a surprise, that got to be Matthew Stafford, who right now is playing quarterback as well, if not better than anybody in the NFL right now.
Freddie Coleman, he's with us every Friday here on Big Board Sports as we talk Week 8. Freddie, thanks for a few minutes. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll look forward to next Friday.
Absolutely, guys. Take care. Have a great week, and always good talking with you guys, too.
Pleasure. Thank you, Freddie. Freddie Coleman. It's Freddie and Fitz. It's weeknights from 11 until 2 o'clock. He's good. We love Freddie on Fridays.